Hi everyone, my name is Atia Nurse and I am a biology and nutrition major at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and today this video will be about COVID-19 and vitamin D. So if you'd like to hear more, keep watching. We are facing COVID-19. CO stands for corona, VI stands for virus, D stands for disease, and 19 is because it was first infecting humans in 2019. The discovery of COVID-19, it has spread all over the world, which is why we refer to it as a pandemic. The virus spreads from person to person through respiratory droplets, which are expelled from our body when we sneeze, cough, breathe, or many other things. If someone who is infected with COVID-19 spreads their infectious droplets to you, the virus will enter and attack your respiratory system via its spikes on its surface. The respiratory system is the system that makes sure all of our body tissues has the right amount of oxygen and helps to get rid of carbon dioxide as a waste product. Although COVID-19 is spreading all over the world right now, the United States has the highest number of cases and deaths. Without any U.S. presidential plan, citizens are seeking guidance from scientists to figure out how to prevent or cure this disease. Vitamins, minerals, and plant earths have been used across many different cultures to help prevent and cure diseases for a long time. Vitamins and minerals are considered micronutrients because they are needed in small quantities, but they are still essential to our diet. They aid in generating energy, they help with biochemical reactions, they also help boost immune functions, and they help with metabolism. Vitamin D is the top supplement being considered by consumers and scientists as a possible treatment or maybe even a cure for COVID-19. Vitamin D has been reported in many COVID-19 patients, increasing the severity of the disease. But adequate vitamin D has been established by research to be effective against numerous respiratory infections by reducing inflammation and speeding up the recovery process. In this video, I would like to suggest vitamin D as a potential strategy for COVID-19 preventative care. Vitamin D has many important immune system functions, which include maintaining the barrier of the respiratory tract, which is what lets things in and out of our respiratory system. If this barrier is broken, then foreign invaders can enter with ease, like COVID-19. D is conditionally essential, meaning that we don't always need to take it. If you have enough time in the sun, your body can make it from cholesterol. But those who live in colder climates and not as much sun exposure should consider supplementation. In addition, certain groups are more susceptible to vitamin D deficiency, which include obese individuals, the elderly, and those who have a darker skin tone. Discuss why these individuals are likely to have low vitamin D. Firstly, obese individuals have a greater need for vitamin D, and elderly have less synthesis of vitamin D as they age, and those with more melanin in their skin have less synthesis, therefore they need more vitamin D. People who fall within these categories should definitely consider supplementation or getting extra time in the sun. Recommended dietary allowance for vitamin D is 15 micrograms for adult men and women, but you're most likely to see the daily value, which is 10 micrograms. Fatty fish that include lots of vitamin D include salmon, eel, tuna, and herring. If you're not a huge seafood fan, don't worry, because there are many foods that have vitamin D fortified in it, meaning it was added into the food, which include foods like cereal and milk. So just look on the label to see. And if you're not a huge cereal fan, which I mean, who isn't, but you can also get vitamin D from cod liver supplements. Vitamin D is best from dietary sources, meaning from food. But if necessary, supplementation from cod liver oil is inexpensive and generally safe as long as taken within the recommended range. And you can also consult your doctor if you want to know how much supplementation you should be taking. The vitamin D supplementation should be closely monitored, as overnutrition of vitamin D can have damaging effects on the body. But that's kind of like everything. Too much of anything is damaging. Since vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, it can store itself in the body, which can lead to a buildup of calcium, causing weakness, nausea, and vomiting. and in severe cases can lead to kidney failure. Therefore, overnutrition of vitamin D is likely to increase the severity of COVID-19 because the kidneys and the respiratory system would be in a declined state. On average, the United States population vitamin D intake is very low, so they should not be too concerned with overnutrition of vitamin D. As we know, COVID-19 is a newly emerged virus. We are learning new things about it every single day. But scientists and doctors acknowledge vitamins, especially vitamin D, as a potential strategy to reducing COVID-19 severity. It is important to acknowledge that vitamin D has not been established as a cure for COVID-19. It is simply a strategy to help reduce severity. Although the correlation between vitamin D and COVID-19 is not quite concrete yet, as the virus is very new, the preliminary results and the scientific knowledge and the history of the vitamin is very promising, as it has been associated with immune-boosting system qualities. Micronutrient health is often overlooked. I know personally I have overlooked it. Before becoming a nutrition major, I didn't really take much vitamins. I remember when I was younger, I took vitamins, but I stopped taking them because I thought they were gross. But now I've come to learn it's really important. Personally, I take vitamins. I take this. I don't take it every day because it's pretty strong, and my doctor said I don't need it every day. So this has vitamin D, it has 100% of the vitamin D I need. And sometimes I drink almond milk, and this has 25% of the daily value that I need for almond milk. You can always just check on the nutrition facts. This label is so important. I also used to overlook this label, but this has all the information you need. All right, we've made it to the end of this video. Let's quickly recap on some key points from this video. First, vitamin D is not a cure for COVID-19. Currently, there is no cure for COVID-19, but vaccine trials are on the way. Vitamin D is simply a strategy to help reduce the severity of COVID-19. Secondly, vitamin D is found in many sources, so no matter what type of diet you have, you can get vitamin D in your diet. Lastly, certain groups are more at risk for low vitamin D levels. These groups include obese individuals, elderly, those who have more melanin in their skin, and those who live in climates where the sun exposure is very limited. These individuals should consider making sure that they're getting the right amount of vitamin D by making sure they're either getting it from dietary sources or supplementation. Make sure you eat your vitamins. Have a nice day, guys.